Oh yeah, it's time for the afternoon boxing talk. Talk to me in the afternoon. I want to talk to you. Fucking man, they got this winter storm warning for the weekend. It's going to affect parts of the South. Our buddies in the Lone Star State, that's real talk. That's undefeated. Them dudes is not used to cold weather down there. Them dudes, they not used to cold weather. They about to get a winter blast. They about to get snow. They about to get ice. Like, I already seen what it's gonna be like over here. It's gonna be brick, fam. Like, I was outside just now, like I told you, I do these when I come from the gym, and I just came from the gym, bro. It's brick. It's cold, fam. It is cold outside, and I just seen, like, a winter warning for, Saturday, Sunday. That's when it's supposed to be at its worst, and they said, "Yo, parts of Texas, parts of the South, they gonna get hit hard, man." What it do, Grandmaster? Them boogers finna hurt. Yeah, for real, yo. Them boogers about to be like industrial grade concrete. Them boogers gonna stick to your nose like the tax man. But yeah, that's what it is. We in January. That's what it is. You know, we don't usually get harsh winters where I live. We don't usually get very harsh, hard winters. They're a bit milder than what you get in the Northeast. But right now, you know what I mean? It's supposed to get bad on Saturday. Bad on Saturday and worse on Sunday. So y'all better stock the fuck up. Y'all better get the corned beef hash. Yeah, y'all better get that shit. Get the corned beef hash. Motherfucking the toilet paper so you can wipe your ass. Shit is crazy. Yesterday, for those that might have missed it, we talked about how Zuffa may be changing their policy. Where initially Nah, I wasn't even smoking a cigarette. These assholes out here is working on the Wi-Fi for some reason, and it's been acting up for like the last 2 days. These dipshits out here been fucking with the Wi-Fi. Like they choose to work on the Wi-Fi in the morning. Like stupid motherfucker. Y'all should work on the Wi-Fi when everybody sleep, not in the middle of the fucking day when people gonna use it. Motherfucker, you laughing? You in Texas? Y'all motherfuckers about to get hit hard, motherfucker.
Your ass is gonna be freezing in a minute. You know you ain't used to that shit. You know, I had a realization today. Canelo probably has paid more sanctioning fees than you know he probably has, Lo. I don't think he paid that much, but but he definitely paid a lot. He definitely paid a lot. Cause he was undisputed. Remember, he was undisputed from 2021. And you know he paying the max. He's paying the max for every fight that he has. You know? No fucking shit, real talk. Your ass about to be freezing. You and undefeated. Texas about to get hit right in the fucking balls by winter blast. Shit is terrible. So that's where the shit is at. And we was talking about this shit yesterday. How Zuffa may have the sanctioning bodies eaten out of the palm of their hand because where initially they might have thought that they had a whole lot of competition and they're going to have to work around that to try to do their own thing. In a year's time, they could have the sanctioning bodies, all four of them, eaten out of the palm of their hand because the sanctioning bodies fall in line with whoever has the TV money. And, you know, a lot of the established promoters, they don't have no TV money. I ain't being negative, bro. You better get your fucking winter jacket out and your shovel out, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's about to get real fucking cold in Texas, bro. And I know y'all ain't used to that shit. Y'all motherfuckers not used to that shit. You better get a space heater, bro. You better get a space heater, motherfucker. Yo, stock up. Yeah, for real. He gotta stock up on cock rings and dildos, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just for emergency, bro. You know you gotta have that emergency cock ring, bro. Just in case, bro. For real, round one, he's in the Golden State. Motherfucking undefeated in real talk about to be two fucking popsicles, bro. I just seen that weather report. They said these motherfuckers gonna be freezing. I hate that shit, man. I can't stand fucking cold weather, man. But yo, it's January. What the fuck we gonna do? Yeah, that shit was wild. I think those is Democrats, bro. Cause I noticed Democrats is like real fucking ugly and shit. They don't be looking normal. It's like every time one of those weirdos joint the live, it always look like, yo, what's wrong with your face, fam? Why does your face look like that? Now our central heating works good, but I need a new battery. This winter be yo, yeah, yo, I hope you got a big old winter coat, bro. Cause this about to get brick. You know what I mean? You better buy some corned beef hash, bro. Cool the fuck out. And these cocksucking homos is over here working on the fucking Wi-Fi in the middle of the day, like motherfuckers don't need to use it. So I gotta do this on my phone. Ain't that about a bitch? 2 days of this shit, cause they was doing this shit yesterday. Like, yo, what the fuck, bro? But yeah, they working on that Wilder and Chisora. And Wilder and Chisora is a good fight. Like, I do like that fight. I like that better than the Usyk fight because it's a more even fight. It makes a little bit more sense, you know, to do that. They were supposed to fight a long time ago. Most people don't realize that there was like an effort to put them dudes in the ring with each other. Obviously, Wilder didn't want to fucking do it. But it's like now, homie, you don't really got much of a choice. You don't got that many options, you know what I mean? So they trying to do that now. And the reason that Wilder would end up going with this instead of Usyk is because the Usyk fight, I don't think it ever had a financier. I don't think there was ever anybody to pay for that. And I wondered about that too, especially after Egus Climate said that Ring Magazine and Riyadh wasn't gonna pay for it. I'm like, well, who the fuck gonna pay for it? Usyk don't got a promoter, and Wilder don't got one neither. So it's cool y'all want to fight each other, but Who the fuck gonna pay for it? You know? Yo, go cuddle with undefeated wearing the Dallas jersey for real. That's what y'all gonna have to do. Y'all gonna have to hug each other. Y'all gonna have to hug each other wearing cock rings and shit to keep warm, bro. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do to survive, bro. You know what I mean? But real shit. I wondered about that fight. I wondered about that fight because I'm like, it's cool that Wilder and Usyk want to have a little fight and all that, but somebody has to pony up the money. Somebody has to put up the money for that. And without either of y'all having a promoter, and if Turkey don't want to do it, how the fuck is it supposed to happen? Whereas with Derek fucking with Frank, Derek is fucking with Queensbury, so Queensbury will pay for that. Y'all hear they looking at charging? Yeah, I did hear about that. But it was a stupid thing to do, real talk. Generally it was a stupid thing to do. Like, Brody, why is y'all barging in a church to protest? I sound like Daffy Duck. Fuck is you talking about? I'ma bring my big animal blanket over to the clan house. Oh shit. Did Zuffa deliberately deceive everyone to sneak in? I don't think it was about deceiving people, Luis. I think what it really was is they realized that they wasn't gonna have as much competition as they thought. That's what I think it is. That when they started out, they figured, ah shit, we gotta compete with Top Rank, we gotta compete with PBC, we gotta compete with Golden Boy. And I don't think they realized, yo, PBC is fucked up. Top Rank is fucked up. Golden Boy about to be fucked up. They probably just now realizing that shit. They're like, yo, we don't gotta compete with them because they don't got nothing to compete with. Them motherfuckers ain't got no money. So now that they realizing that, they might be like, yo, sanctioning bodies, y'all gotta fuck with us. Cause y'all buddies don't have no TV money. We do. And that without TV money, fuck is y'all gonna do? You can't just rely on Eddie and Frank for everything, you know? When you think about the big time promoters that have money, right? Who you really talking about? Frank and Eddie. You not talking about Ben Shalom. That motherfucker ain't got no money. So shit is about to get real out here, B. Shit is about to get real. They gonna have to play ball. They gonna have to eat out of Dana's hand. You know, that's how the shit is looking. But oh well, you know, motherfucking Wi-Fi acting stupid and shit. It's gonna keep doing that shit too. Cause it was doing that shit yesterday. It kept doing that shit. But yeah, I don't think it was about sneaking in. I don't think it was about sneaking in. I think that they thought things were gonna be a certain way. And now that they in there, they realize, nah, this shit is gonna be easier than we thought. Because we don't really got no competition. We don't gotta worry about nobody. They already, they already didn't have as much money as Zuffa, is the other thing. Zuffa got Sella, Zuffa got Paramount, Zuffa got motherfucking WWE, UFC, all of which operate as cross promotion. They don't gotta worry about nobody, homie. So, they gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. Sanctioning bodies make money from the fighters, not the other way around. Zuffa caught everyone. Yeah, they absolutely did, bro. They absolutely did. Because that's the way the shit is rocking. The sanctioning bodies do not put money in nobody's pocket. They don't pay nobody. They get paid off of the TV money that makes these fights. That's what pays the sanctioning bodies. And without that, the fuck y'all gonna do? There's always pro box for these guys. I mean, like, yeah, I guess, but if people gotta decide, if the fighters gotta decide between a pro box contract and a Zuffa contract, What you think they gonna pick? You know, if they got to pick between this and that, what you think they gonna pick? Zuffa had a trick, yeah, bro. You know, Zuffa had a trick for their ass. And we gonna see what the first card looks like. My expectations for the first card are not that high because it's the first show. They just getting started. They not gonna be at full steam the very first fight, the very first card that they do. But you gotta give them guys 6 months and see what it looked like in 6 months. You give them guys a year, you know what I mean? But shit about to get real. Oh yeah, it's about to get real. I got you right now, Nigel. You're gonna have to pardon me because I'm going through some technical difficulties and shit. Punk ass Comcast over here working on my fucking Wi-Fi, so I gotta use my phone. It's yeah, Canelo is gonna become a promoter, Antonio. He is gonna become a promoter, and he's gonna kick off his promotion in September when he comes back. That's why people saying that a part of this Virgil shit with Golden Boy. I mean, not Comcast. Yeah, it is Comcast. It is Comcast. Drew, what the fuck you doing in here this early, bro?
I don't gotta work today.
You lucky you in California, bro, because them motherfuckers in Texas about to get hit hard.
Oh, that's why I was supposed to be there still, Jules. That's why I ended my fucking trip early. I'm like, you know what? I saw the snow front coming. I'm like, let me leave early.
Yeah, you
You
was you
know.
was smart to do that shit, bro. Cause the shit I seen, that motherfucker real talk gonna be a popsicle, bro.
Uh-huh.
That dude dick gonna be in the ice, bro.
And remember the last time they had
Here he
that
come.
Jules.
He come.
I'm gonna smack the
Remember that
shit out
last time?
y'all.
Remember the last time they had inclement weather? Ted Cruz ran to Mexico, and they had to bully him back.
Hey, bitch. Hey, nah, cause if I had the funds, I'd dip out this motherfucker too. I don't blame that nigga.
No, I don't. I mean, you can't blame him, but when you a leader, though, real talk, you know what I
Exactly. When you
mean?
the governor,
When
when you a
you a
senator.
leader, you supposed to be there to suffer through that shit,
Nah,
bro.
not
You ain't
me. I'm
supposed
gonna
to
look
just,
back
well,
like what?
fuck
Y'all ain't
that
got
shit,
y'all shit
homie.
together?
I'm going to Cancun, homie. I don't know about y'all. I see y'all.
Hell no.
I
I'm
see
gonna
y'all
look
in
back.
three
I'll
days.
FaceTime y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, yo, as far as the Zuffa shit, what we was talking about yesterday, Drew, after you dipped out, was you know that they might have the sanctioning bodies eating out of their hand now. You know that they might. Just
Yeah.
because the sanctioning bodies rely on TV money, and a lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't got it anymore. And we don't know if y'all going like I don't think the PBC gonna get it back. I love Top Rank, but they might not survive this. And Golden Boy, y'all next up on the chopping block. So yo, shit is looking crazy,
And
bro.
and you've avoided. I remember when this first stuff came out months ago, Jules. You're like, I'm gonna wait and see. I'm not gonna comment like Lou DeBell and all them. But Jules, you've been right about the network stuff since PBC and Fox. You're like, this model's not sustainable. 2026, the end of this year, what's it gonna look like if Golden Boy, Top Rank, and PBC don't got no network
My
budget?
dude, we talked about it yesterday that there could be a mass exodus of fighters that ends up being divided between Matchroom because some of them might go to Matchroom, some of them might go to MVP, and some of them might go to obviously some of them are going to Zuffa. Not might, they are. Callum Walsh over there, Charles Martin over there, FNC over there, Rayo over there, and the number's only gonna go up because at the end of the day, what motherfuckers seem to forget is this is somebody's job. This is how somebody pays their bills. And they're gonna go to whoever has fight dates. If you got fight dates, you're gonna have an army of motherfuckers heading your way. So at the end of the year, Drew, boxing could actually look very different. It could look very different by the end of this year.
Well, we're already
And
getting a
I'm gonna
glimpse
I'm
of it
gonna
right
push.
now.
Yeah, I'm
We're already
pushing that
getting a
back to
glimpse
you.
of it.
You've not been wrong about the network since you've been talking about them since 2017. What does the Capricorn crystal ball say?
That two of them are gonna go under. Two of them will not
It's actually
recover.
a Capricorn crystal cock.
It is a crystal cock. You gotta look in the pee hole for the fortunes. You
What
gotta
is
look in the pee hole.
what is the jizz of that crystal cock look like?
Okay,
Honestly,
dude, we're
son,
not even we're not even
It's
20 minutes
purple.
in.
It's actually
Seth,
purple with glitter.
it, Seth, if you look through the jizz, what it shows,
I'm gonna see
Seth.
your reflection because you're into that weird crap.
You understand, Seth? Seth, if you look through the jizz, if you sift
Nah,
through it,
hell
Hey,
no.
hey,
Nah, leave me out of it.
Hey, Jules measures the drip for a timeline.
yeah,
And I'm not
like
and
you.
I'm not blowing
No,
smoke up
he
your I'm not
spreads it
blowing
out.
smoke up
He
your
spreads it
ass,
out
but
to
No,
you
no,
see how far it
seriously,
goes.
no, but seriously, Drew. If the way it's looking, this is not cap either. It really looks like two, maybe three of them won't survive. Brody, I said it yesterday. PBC on Prime has no schedule. They have literally no schedule, and it's been 2 years since they inked that deal. I don't think Prime gave him like a 5 year deal or no shit like that. Like, nah, your deal could be up and you don't have nothing on the calendar. All of your fighters have been outsourced. If I had to guess, the deal is up. You don't have a backup, and y'all about to be Lou DiBella out here. You know how Lou DiBella is with his fighters. That Brody, you basically a middleman. That's what you are. You got contracts, but you don't have fight dates. So all you could do is rent out fighters. Yo, it looked like that's where the PBC is at. And low key, look at Top Rank. I
yep.
said it
Yeah,
yesterday. I said it yesterday. Emiliano Vargas is a top prospect that they were invested in. There was a time where they would have never sent him to somebody else's platform. Imagine that. They remember they didn't want to send Shakur Stevenson to Matchroom to unify with Josh Warrington when they was both at 126. They didn't want to do that. But you got Emiliano Vargas boxing on the undercard of a Matchroom show. They in trouble, bro. Them dudes
yeah,
is
and
in
their
trouble.
fighter is in the main event, and also look at this weekend. Murataya, a top ranked fighter in the main event on a Matchroom show. We're already seeing it with Matchroom. We've been seeing it with PBC because Barrios, a PBC fighter, is going to be headlining a Golden Boy card on the Zone next month.
The Barrios one is kind of permissible because Ryan is the bigger name. So it's like, okay, I guess that's not that
I
bad.
did the same
But
thing with
But
Tank.
a PBC champion, a two
no,
division champion.
you right that there was a time when they would have never did that. Remember, Jermel Charlo didn't want to cross the street for who was it? He didn't want to cross the street for Andre. Remember? There was a time where they
Yeah.
would have never did that, where they would have never sent a guy that they have that has a belt to somebody else's promotion. But look at them now. It's been that way for 2.5 years now. So
They
you
they ain't
already
eating
know
as
they in
good over there
trouble.
no more.
It's hard times, and I think that by the end of the year, no cap, no doom and gloom, but by the end of the year, this could be the last year. Because how are they supposed to
Yeah.
survive? They can't sign new fighters. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing for the new fighters to
Yeah,
do. Look at
exactly.
Kermel Moton. Look at Kermel
It,
Moton. That's supposed to be Floyd next boy. He fighting on
Has
Pacquiao
he
show.
But
has he okay? So
it's not
has he
doom and
actually made it?
gloom.
Has
Hold
he
on,
made
it's
it to
not.
actual shows now?
Say it again.
Has Carmel made it to actual shows now, like televised?
He's a,
Fucking
I mean, like I don't know if this is televised. I know he's fighting on like a Pacquiao show, but his son is headlining. So I mean, like that should tell you right. Pacquiao's son headlining. Do you think it's like a real good show? Like, nah, his son is garbage. His son is ass. So
But it's
they
not.
just
It's not doom and gloom though, Jules. Like yesterday, you posed the question, like, what is Golden Boy's flagship fight for DAZN in these 5 years? Okay, Golden Boy goes to Amazon. They go to Netflix. They go to DAZN. Show us your metrics. DAZN's like, you ain't giving us shit in metric wise. Like
that
none of
and
these.
that and you going through the shit with Virgil is the other thing that the zone got to
Mhm.
be like here we go again. Here goes that Canelo shit again from
yeah.
2019. Here we go again. It's like what do you have that we could use? Cuz for spending money on you, we could go holla at Top Rank or we could do more shows with MVP. We could do more shows with them. You don't really have nothing that we could use. So,
say
yo, this
drop
might
gold.
be it.
Yeah, drop Golden Boy and get top rank because top rank has a better stable.
Honestly, they do. They got Emiliano Vargas, Richard Torres, Bruce Carrington, Abdullah Mason, Michaela Mayer, right? They got fighters and they got connects, which is the more important thing. They got connects to Zanfer, south of the border. So maybe you could
Mhm.
start showing those fights on your platform because Zanfer don't have a broadcast partner in America. Maybe you could work that out. Ohashi, they cool with Ohashi. Maybe you could work that out. They cool with Eye of the Tiger Management in Canada. Maybe you could show they fights on your platform. You get more fucking with Top Rank than fucking with Golden Boy. What the fuck you gonna get? What you gonna get a porno with Zerto? It's scrappy. That's what you're gonna get. You can get a
If you're
corner.
and
lucky.
and the good thing for
Yo,
DAZN is
yo,
they're in
he
the
said
DAZN is
he
in the
said if you
leverage
lucky.
position. They could get Top Rank's catalog too, because Top Rank is very good with their catalog. They don't give it out; they keep it for themselves.
Exactly. You would get all them classic fights, all the old Cotto, all the old Mayweather, the Tommy Hearns, the Marvin Hagler, some of the
The
Ali fights.
Ali's, yep.
But what I'm wondering is Top Rank even talking to them? And at this point where the zone is at this point where they are they able to house Top Rank? Because to house Top Rank, yeah, you got to shed the fat, bro. You got to get rid of Golden Boy. You actually would have to. That's a lot of fighters to accommodate. All them
Yeah,
dates that you would have wasted on Oscar, you're gonna have to give them to them. And Oscar, I'm sorry, homie, like, but I just don't see. I don't see what you have that they need. What do you have?
I
A
was here.
coke
A birdie
problem.
told me this,
An ounce of
Jules.
coke.
A birdie told me this, that Top Rank was waiting for Netflix, was waiting for Warner Brothers and all them to finish his deal between Netflix or Paramount who would win, because there was advanced talks with them to go to Warner Brothers. So now that they accepted the Netflix buyout, which Netflix is going to own all the shit, it's going to, we might see Top Rank fucking get a deal soon. That's what I was
You
told
talking about
yesterday.
on wait, you talking about on Netflix?
No, on Warner. You know how Netflix purchased Warner Brothers yesterday? They finally sealed the deal.
Yeah. Oh, Warner
So
Brothers Discovery. Warner Brothers
yes,
Discovery.
so Top Rank was in conversations with them, but the buyout took precedence because Top Ranks is like a 0.1% of what money they would get from Discovery Warner. But now that the deal's basically going to go through now that it can finalize the deal they were working on
Well,
because of
what
this buyout.
I heard that Top Rank, and this is a rumor, like this is like a super duper rumor. Like you can't trust it, in other words. But I heard Top Rank planning on coming back in March, April. That's what I heard.
Just because they said they were planning on doing a what show did they say they were planning on doing in March? It was Richard Torres.
Brian Norman. They plan on
Brian,
Oh, Brian.
Brian
Oh, there we go.
Norman.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Brian
So,
did say he was going to come back in March or April.
and it's like, if you gonna come back, where you gonna come back at, homie? Who you gonna come back with? You're not with Matchroom. You're not with
Yeah,
now
he
I
PBC.
rematched.
yeah, you said something else. I hate this idea, but I see it working. Why would what does Zuffa get out of doing the fourth fight or the third fight with Fury Usyk just because it's a buzz?
No, they're not gonna do that. Usyk
No, but
already
you said
told.
yeah,
No, Usyk told him. Usyk told him, "I'll do a third fight with you if it's for undisputed." There's only one way it would be for undisputed. You got to fight Fabio, and then you got to beat Fabio, and take that belt. Then it would be for undisputed. But I don't know that Fury beats Fabio at this point.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that you win that fight.
And who does
So
Usyk fight if he signs with Zuffa? They'll just bring guys over.
no, I mean, if Usyk fights with Zuffa, the world is his oyster because you're gonna have the biggest war chest in boxing. Like Brody, Zuffa already has a bigger budget than Matchroom. They're just cheap. They're gonna be cheap with they shit. But you got WWE, Paramount, Sella. Like, yeah, they have more money than Matchroom, bro. It sounds
Yeah.
crazy, but they don't have a better stable than Matchroom.
No.
But do they have more money? Yeah. Are they in a bigger platform? Yeah. So
And
no,
anytime, I guess, anytime they want a big that, what do they call them? The premier events. That's when Sella and Turkey step in. Like, okay, we're paying for these.
their entire strategy for their content may change in the next 6 months just because all of their would-be competition is fucked up in the game. You don't really have anybody to compete with outside of Matchroom. You can't say you compete with Queensbury because they operate primarily in the UK anyway. Zuffa's going to operate primarily in America. So technically, you're not even competing with Frank. It's really just Eddie. And yo, I said Eddie been talking a little bit too much shit. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Like, yo, what if they sign Bam? You gonna feel like a dickhead, yo, for talking all that shit. What if they take Bam from you? They took Ja from you. What if they take Bam from you? Then what?
You know what? You said that because I don't think it was you were a real talk. Like Robert Garcia cozying up over there to Zuffa.
I'm saying, Robert, yo, they might buy Robert some motherfucking some tacos al pastor, bro. They buttering him up. He might.
Bro,
No,
some
no,
carne
no, no.
asada.
Robert used to don't realize Robert got a franchise at Caneserias. They might say, "We'll put you another one in Vegas, bro."
Trying to tell you, what if they put that
Might
shit
put
in
one
the
in the
Apex,
sphere.
bro? Mikey Garcia gonna be behind the register, bro. Shit is crazy.
What the
Mike
fuck?
Garcia.
After a session, you're gonna get a champurrado or what?
Bro, I'm telling you, like, don't you notice how fast Robert jumped on the gravy train? We talking about months ago.
Oh hell yeah!
They said that he was
Well,
gonna
doesn't
start
he
taking
have a lot of
fighters over
fighters
there.
too, though, in his gym that like probably be signing over there quick?
Because Robert
Yeah,
sees the guys need fights, not sitting around the fucking gym.
No, yeah, because you
yeah,
got to
but
think about how many people that Robert actually represents, bro. How many people he trains. Like, he probably got a lot of dudes over there just sitting around wondering, like, man, bro, when am I gonna get a fight? You know what I'm saying?
you know that Robert might stop training fighters and go full time into management because that's the kind of connections that he got at this point.
On the
You know,
cool, right?
like a lot of fighters go through his gym, bro. A lot of fighters. His younger brother could take over the training shit, and he might go into some full time management analyst type shit.
Yeah,
I could
that's what
see
I
that.
heard.
Like,
Like PETA was gonna take over training and
That
Robert.
makes sense.
So there's no more
That nigga, like,
American
what? He like in his
types coming
50s
around
already,
his
right?
fighters.
say it
Yeah,
again.
because he is. No, I was told that too. Like PETA might take over full time because Robert likes managing and to keep away the American type fucking managers from his fighters. Because that just
Yeah,
causes more
that.
chaos.
Yeah, that and Robert has been training fighters for a very, very long time. You know what I mean? Like Robert's not a young guy, to keep training fighters over and over and keep taking fighters on. He's not a young guy. He might go full time into management. And yo, dog, his reputation is such that he could be the gateway for a lot of Chicano fighters to go
Yeah.
to Zuffa. He could be the
Yeah, I
gateway
mean,
for that. Like,
he already in his 50s and shit. Like, yeah, he can kind of move on to the next part of his career
Yeah,
type
I
shit.
would see him only training guys. Like if a guy comes to the gym that's like Bam, okay, I'll fuck with this one.
yeah, exactly. If the guy's that good, if
Like a
if it's a
Sylvester
Bam level guy.
Stallone type of trainer.
Yeah, like he could fall back. He could fall back from training like the B and C guys. Like he could fall back from training Rayo. Like Brody, I don't need to focus on fucking Rayo, bro. Like he gonna do
Yeah.
what he do. You know what I mean? He
Do
gonna
you
be what
think
he gonna
he
be.
might bring Bam to Zuffa? Because we haven't heard too much news from Bam these last few weeks.
No, and they've been talking that free agent shit. They've been talking that free agent shit. That Bam is a free agent right now, and
Well,
they saying
then you'd have to realize that if Bam goes over there, he had to go to 35.
nah, I mean, like, I think you see what they're doing for Jai. They said they weren't going to get any juniors, but they're going to accommodate him, just because it's a major signing for them. I'm pretty sure if they got Bam, they would make accommodation for him just because, look, we got a guy. He's one of the best guys in the sport right now. The work has
You
already been
don't
done in terms of promotion.
you don't
Wait,
think
how
that
many
maybe
weight
they'll try to
classes?
use hold on. You don't think that maybe they'll try to use the UFC standards of divisions because in UFC light heavyweight is like 205.
No, they're using the original
No, they're
boxing. The way
using
No, no,
boxing
listen.
ones.
I thought, and it's not that I thought, it's that they literally said they were only going to use the original 8 weight classes, but then they
Right,
signed
right,
a
right, right,
fucking
right, right.
cruiserweight. They signed a
I
fucking
think
cruiserweight.
I
I
think what
think
happened,
they're
Jules. Oh, go ahead, brother.
oh,
Go ahead.
I think they're making accommodations only for the best. Like if there's someone who's already established in a weight class that isn't the 8 weight classes that Zuffa's doing, I think they'll make an accommodation for them. They'll promote
let,
them
let me
and
put
they'll
it to
make an
you another way.
exception.
Let me put it to you another way. Say you get a date with a bitch, and it's a fine bitch, and you think that you got to pull out all the stops. You think that you have to be on your best behavior and everything has to be perfect, right? This is what you think going into the date. And then after the date, she ready to suck your dick and fuck, right? It's gonna be so much easier than you thought it would be. That's going on with
Type
we don't
shit,
got to
type
work
shit.
around we don't got to work around the sanctioning bodies because after a while they're going to come to us. We have TV money. Without TV money, y'all just as much out in the cold as the PBC, as Top Rank, as Golden Boy. Y'all going to have to fuck with us. So we're like I said, where initially they thought they were going to have to do things a certain way, they might revamp their entire strategy just based on the landscape. Like, Brody, we don't got to play nice. A lot of these fighters is going to come to us anyway. A lot of the sanctioning bodies is going to come to us. We don't need to work around y'all. So you never know.
No, you're saying what I was gonna say right now. They had the plan when they were announcing it, and then they actually came in and surveyed the landscape. It is ripe for the taking for a hostile takeover because no one got no corporate money. Mauricio Suleiman gave it away, said, why are they being so aggressive? And number two is they will sign guys that are draw. Like, if you tell me right now, Anue was on the fucking market as a free agent, you don't think Turkey and be like, okay, Zuffa, I want to sign him. Here, will you sell us money for
Yeah, no,
this?
and it
And
doesn't even
bam.
have to be. It doesn't even have to be the Eno's because if Gary Antoine Russell takes his WBA title over there, right? Just hypothetically speaking, if
Hmm.
Gary takes his title over there, if that Cuban from Canada, because he's gonna win that IBF title, that Cuban, he's gonna get that shit. If he goes to Zuffa, they'll fuck with him. Yeah, they'll fuck with him because yo, we got a dude with
Yeah.
a belt over here. He want to fuck with us. He didn't go to Eddie. He want to fuck with us.
Type
We
shit.
might have to fuck with him.
But it's crazy how much
No,
has
yeah.
changed in the
It's all.
last
It's
nine
all.
months just
Well, I
with
mean, it's
televisions and
like
networks.
the difference between an estimate and the final price. You
It's
know what I'm
more
saying? Like,
along the lines of you thought when you devised Zuffa, you're anticipating a lot of pushback. You're anticipating that the promoters in the game are going to make it difficult for you, kind of like how they made it difficult for Eddie, right? You're anticipating that there's going to be people they're going to try to, throw obstacles your way and fuck shit up, and because they already have established network relationships, you thinking, yo, this shit is going to be rough. And then you get there and there's nobody there. Like, no, you don't need to worry about no PBC. They don't got nothing going on. You don't need to worry about Golden Boy. Golden Boy might be out in the street in a little bit. In Top Rank, Brody, Top Rank ain't been doing nothing since the summer of last year. They ain't really been doing nothing. So where you thought that this is gonna be very difficult and you're gonna get a lot of resistance, no, you're at liberty to do whatever you want. And let's be honest, you already
Exactly. With
have
an unlimited
you already
checkbook.
have my dude, you already in bed with the fucking commander in chief, bro. Them dudes is in
Yes.
bed with the Cheeto man. Like, yo,
But
the world ain't oyster,
yeah,
you know?
because a lot of it changed too, Jules, before they got in, and then once they acquired Tom Brown's, like Tom Brown, Tom Loeffler, and all the other boxing guys that got on board, Robert Garcia told them, like, look, there's no network money. You guys can do all this, and Robert
That and
honestly
that you
pushed
remember months ago when
Zuffa.
Gilberto got mad? You remember months ago when Gilberto got mad that
Oh
if you want
yeah,
to help them,
there's a relay
you
about it. Yeah,
if you want to help them, go ahead. It looked like Tom Brown saw the writing on the wall. PBC don't got but a few more months left or a few more shows left. But I got all these fighters and I got all these contracts. The best way to keep the money flowing is to give them to Zuffa. Work something
and
out with
Zuffa
like,
gonna
yeah, I'm
put me
fucking
on
with Zuffa,
fucking salary. Zuffa gonna
right?
give me a salary. Hell yeah, I ain't done.
Zuffa had me holding the towels in the bathroom, or Zuffa might have me in a concession stand. Like I get to make a little bit of money. Tom Brown, look at Tom Loeffler. I've been said Tom Loeffler is gonna be a point man at Zuffa. He gonna take that whole stable that he got, all them 360 fighters. He gonna take him to Zuffa. Why the fuck wouldn't he? They trying to get 400. I think they said they trying to get between 400 and
Yeah,
400 or 450 fighters. So between 360 promotions and PBC and whatever other stragglers they could get their hands on, they gonna meet that quota. Like, yeah, they gonna get that
exactly.
450. They gonna get that.
And who are the prominent managers that get the Mexican and Mexican American fighters besides Frank Espinosa, Robert Garcia, and Zanfer? Who else?
Robert Roberto D. I don't know,
Roberto.
like I could see Roberto Diaz because Roberto been floating since he left Golden Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever happened at Golden Boy. Roberto Diaz been around though, and I think he's managing fighters. So he's another one that he could pop up as Zuffa and he could be the channel for all the Chicano fighters. Like, yo, if your mama Mexican and your daddy Mexican, fuck with your boy. I'm gonna get you in Zuffa. Fuck with your boy. If you from East LA, you got a wispy mustache? Fuck with your boy. I'm gonna get you in the door.
So what you're saying is there's a world where Zuffa be like, hey Robert, we want to merge with one of your gyms and have our Apex Zuffa boxing gym be run by sponsored by the Garcias.
Well,
Like
the
Robert's
main
getting
thing you,
deep in
you the
there.
main thing was the main thing is if you're Dana, you thought that you're gonna walk into a fucking battlefield. That's what and yeah, he had a reason to believe that. Like we all did that. You see what they did to Eddie when he got to America? They was giving him a hard time. They was giving DAZN a hard time. So there was every reason to believe that it would be difficult for Zuffa to get off the ground. But even we didn't know, like, your Top Rank is fucked up. They fucked up. We didn't know Golden Boy was gonna be fucked up too. We just thought it was gonna be the PBC. Like, yeah, the PBC might go under, but these other motherfuckers is okay. I really thought last year at the end of the ESPN deal that Top Rank would have been back up and running by now. They still not. Brody, that was over 7 months ago. It was over 7 months ago. And we don't know. We don't know for sure that Top Rank will be back up and running. So Zuffa don't really got a lot to compete with. It's really just Matchroom.
They gotta
Really, at
compete.
least
They gotta
right
compete
now.
with Samson Lipkowitz, though.
Man, listen. Man, listen. Fucking Samson. Samson, another one that might have to get down or lay down. You got
Yeah.
fighters, you got contracts, but you don't have fight dates. Without fight dates, you don't have money, fam. You just have
Mhm.
fighters and contracts.
And I
Shout out
love
to
now.
Miss Shout out to Mr. T. Get down or lay down. And if you lay down, stay down and spread your asshole if you gonna lay
Shut the
down.
fuck
You gotta
up,
spread
now
that
is
nigga.
there
shit.
real quick? Is there
He said, "Fuck her up."
when jizz comes out of the crystal cock? Is the jizz glittery? Does it sparkle?
Yeah, it has
Yes.
it has sparkles. It does have sparkles.
So it's
It
like
It has a
does,
pixie dust.
cosmic
It's
tinge,
like
bro.
it's like Tinkerbell pixie dust.
You gotta
and you
cup the
got
balls.
and you gotta stir it like the coffee stirrer. You gotta stir it for the
The
visions.
coffee stirrer.
You gotta get the coffee stirrer and stir that shit for the visions. Like yo, but
Stirrer.
real shit though. All jokes aside, I want to get it down now that we're in January, officially on video. The sport of boxing could look very different by December. Could look very different by December. And not just the ones that's fucked up in the game. Eddie, you wanted to poke the bear. You wanted to do that. And now you might get the claws, homie. I'm just being real. Like, yeah, you wanted. Frank didn't say shit about them. Don't you see that? Frank don't give a fuck about them. Frank never said nothing about Zuffa. George never said nothing like,
Hell
yeah, we ain't gotta
yeah.
worry about them. We don't gotta worry about them. That
They
that
know
shit ain't got nothing.
to Eddie, to his credit, he said, "I want to compete." All right, let's go.
All right, yeah, but look. I fuck with Ed. I do fuck with Ed. But let's be real. You only wanted to compete because you thought they was gonna be AAA league. That's why you wanted to compete. You thought you was gonna sun them like, look at y'all. Y'all sign Riot. Like you only wanted to compete because you thought it was gonna be easy. It may not be, homie. I'm just saying. Paramount is a big app, bro. They got a lot of subs over there, bro. You sure you want to play this game? And most people didn't notice that the Zone lost 10 million subs. They lost about 10 million in the last. I want to say they lost 10 million in the last 2 years because their subs had got up to 30. I remember that. It was either in 2022 or 2021. They subs had got up to 30 mil. I just checked. They only got 20. Paramount has 79 million, Seth. 79, Seth.
And I'm
I'm
one
gonna
of
keep,
those 79.
you know what I'm saying? And this is for me, it is a seamless transition. I already have Paramount because I watch for the movies and all that shit. Now
I watch.
I might start
I watch
watching
SpongeBob with
UFC.
my
I
kids.
No,
might
do
start
you
watching UFC with fucking Real
who?
Talk.
I know y'all
Hey,
watch
we gonna
Land.
see
Dude, who
Bro
watches? Who
Grapple.
watches? Who watches
Nigga, you
Landman
gonna
on
leave me out
Paramount?
this nigga.
Yo, I ain't
Oh,
gonna front. I
Landman,
would
that's a
eat
good
Ali
show.
Larder's ass, bro. Oh my
Oh,
god,
that
I would
fucking
eat her
show's great.
ass.
I fucking love Landman.
You know what I'm saying? And they got Demi Moore now, her old ass. I seen her in the substance. I'd have fucked that old biddy. Oh yes, even with the fucked up hand and all that. Fuck her right in her ass. Shout out to the afternoon talks, bro. Somebody tuning in just now. Somebody tuning in just like, damn, already? It's 12 o'clock, dog.
They
It's
heard. They heard.
12:03, homie.
They heard eating ass and Crystal Cox.
Right? Somebody
They're like, this is a
but
boxing channel?
like, y'all talking about boxing? But real shit.
Sound like a
It
white
could
girl
be.
fantasy league.
Nah, but Ali Larder is a fine bitch. I wanted to lick her ass crack since Final Destination, bro. Allie Larder, she a fine
Oh
Not
ass
no,
bitch.
Philly.
I'm talking about since the motherfucking Varsity Blues whipped cream bathing suit.
Yeah, lick the sweat beads off her ass crack, bro.
Now
This
you
this
see,
real shit. This
they're making that one bitch. They're making her She-Hulk now. The one bitch from Final Destination 3.
which one?
I'm trying to remember. Fuck.
Yeah, because
Um, the
pick
bitch on
the
Sky
bitch
High. I'm
they
trying to.
cause how you gonna pick a goofy frumpy bitch to be She-Hulk, bro? You seen the bitch they picked? They picked some like goofy some
Mary
old
Elizabeth Winstead.
I don't know who the fuck that is, bro. That's a
Oh, she
lot of
fine as fuck,
names.
bro. Mary.
Mary, Elizabeth, Winston. Like that's a
She
lot of
got three
names, bro.
names.
That's a
It's like
lot,
John
bro.
Wilkes.
That's a
It's John Wilkes Booth, bro. You gotta say the whole thing.
yo, my dude. I was just in the gym, bro. I'm tired. I can't be
It's a
saying
it's
all
a
them
pimp
names,
named
homie.
Slickback. You gotta say the whole thing.
Mary. But I'm gonna say the bitch they picked, like they went a very goofy route with that show. Like, bro, you dooming this show to fail. You know why? People that like comic book characters and comic book movies, they want larger than life characters. And you acting like this a sitcom, like we want to see the goofy lawyer bitch and her funny life. No, motherfucker. We want to see some strong titties with veins in them, right?
Yeah.
Long pussy hair, bro. Real long, like a big
Strong
old
sex
bush.
scene.
Hippie bush, yo. All right. Nobody want to see no goofy, frumpy like, look, this is Hulk cousin. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. The whole appeal of She-Hulk, I remember when she popped up in the cartoon, and the whole appeal of She-Hulk was that she was kind of slutty. That she liked
Yup.
it.
Yup.
She's kind of slutty. So you gotta show that. They're like, yeah, she showed that ass. If it's me, I would get Megan Thee Stallion to be She-Hulk. If it's me. That would make perfect sense to me.
That's not a bad shot.
I'll get Megan the Stallion. She
She
would be
already built
she
like that
perfect.
bitch.
Fine ass bitch. It's a big old strong ass bitch with a big old ass. That would be the perfect
Amazonian
She-Hulk.
built ass bitch.
Ain't she like 5'10", 5'11", big old strong bitch, eat
Yeah.
food,
Yup.
eat wild
That's
food, bro. I,
homegrown.
I know Clay be fucking the shit out of her. Cause I wouldn't leave her alone. I'd turn her
Damn
over
it,
hard
her and her
ass
fucked
dick.
up ass feet.
I don't give man fuck. I don't give a fuck about her feet. Wear some socks, bitch.
You
Wear some
better
socks.
shit. Hey man, you wear socks around this house, motherfucker.
I'm just saying that's an easy fix, bro. For them titties and that ass, I'll deal with them feet for them titties and that ass. But
Type shit.
yeah, man.
You know, type shit I already missed from Texas. Fuck, what a burger! It was Pete Terry's Burger Stand.
Yo, you better
They
get
got
ready,
some good
real
shit.
talk. I
Pete
hope you
Terry's
bought
was
the
fucking
uniform.
No,
good,
bro,
yo.
I
I
hope
got
you.
this fat ass wool sweater, bro. It's a pullover. It's built like those big wool blankets. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
like I be getting hot in that motherfucker, bro. Like I'm pretty sure I'll be alright.
Cause
Nah,
they said that shit. Cause I know. I guess it's because I know that you guys generally Texas is not equipped for that kind of weather. Is
Well,
my
cause
understanding. Like,
we get like 2 to 3 weeks of solid cold weather every couple years.
well, this gonna be a little bit more
No,
than cold weather.
I
I'm gonna
heard
tell
they
you
said
that.
it's gonna be fucking freezing over the weekend. I'm like, fuck.
Oh
That shit, I
shit,
gotta
yo.
stock up on weed and shit.
And that's the other. Shout out to AT. That's the other thing that the zone is fucking up. You charging too much. Right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
the cheaper alternative for somebody who wants to watch boxing, you got Pro Box, but people don't really fuck with Pro Box like that. And then you got Paramount. Paramount is only $12.99 a month. The Zone, like y'all price just keep going up and up and up. And many of the good fights that you are making, granted that they are good fights, they cost extra. Either you subscribe to the ultimate tier or you paying like 40 whatever a month for some bullshit like that. It's like, yeah, like it's too much, bro. You making
Yeah,
it
they
very easy.
it
You're
made
making it
sense if they
very
didn't have a
easy for
Zuffa.
people. Yeah,
It
like you
made
making it easy for them to put their footprint down. You making it very easy for them. Shout out to Mr. T. Put Bat Diddy on the screen for yeah. Let me get Bat Diddy out here.
fuck yeah. Bro,
Got to
I
get
tell you,
Bat
every
Diddy out
time,
here.
bro, it's not even the Bat Diddy one that's scary. It's the one where his eyes are just highlighted, bro. That shit is fucking scary. Imagine you fucking walking to go take a shit. All you see in the corner is
My
that
dude,
fucker with his
imagine
eyes
you go to
highlighted.
dump your trash and Bat Diddy is in there looking at you like that, bro. You go to dump your trash and this motherfucker pop up.
It's nighttime and shit. It's midnight. You taking out
You
the
go
trash.
lift up your toilet seat to take a shit, and nigga's face is just sitting there, just waiting for you.
Drew, tell these homosexuals, look at this fine piece of white ass. These homosexuals
That
don't
girl
look.
mids, bro.
Oh
Bro,
my,
y'all gotta stop.
you
Y'all gotta
guys sound
stop
like
hating on chicks, man.
you
Her
guys
ass
sound
looks
like,
like a slice of ham.
but y'all sound like villain when he talks about cornbread. That's a fine piece of ass. I don't care if it is flat.
Like I don't understand why they hate her. Like, bro, I would eat out Taylor Swift. Like, I don't know what y'all problem is. I'm in there, bro. I'm in her sauerkraut. Mm. I knew you was trouble when you walked in. Bury my face right in her cooch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they're making it very easy for Zuffa to establish themselves because there's not really that much to push against them. The only thing I could say for Eddie, and the only way that he could combat this is a very and he is doing it though. In his defense, you could see that he's doing it because he made Kelly Murtazaliev, he made Navarrete versus Nunez, right? And then you got to follow that up with Oshaki. That you don't have to give Oshaki Foster a promotional deal per se, but you need to follow it up with a very strong schedule for the spring to get all those boxing fans that are not watching PBC and are not watching Top Rank because they can't. You got to get all of them to start watching the zone so that they're not watching Zuffa. Right now, the leg up that Eddie has on Zuffa is familiarity, but that won't last long because they're gonna start signing other fighters that people know. And then what? So you gotta get on that now, Eddie. I gotta call him. I gotta call Eddie. Like, we gotta make a strategy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to help you, bro. But y'all British motherfuckers is real motherfucking arrogant. You don't want to listen to no Americans. Did you hear about the Democrats in Virginia? Nah, what they did. I ain't hear about them. What, they start some homo shit? We got John in the building. John about to join us.
Yo, what's up?
Hold
What's
up.
the topic
I
about?
think my shit. Taylor Swift, man, that I really want to have sex with her, bro.
Yo, that's a great topic. I wish I could ride her.
Yeah, yo, that's a fine
So
white
wait, so
bitch.
when
You
when
go
is
nah,
when
you
is
gonna
the
fuck
When no, no,
around.
no,
Miss
no, no.
IQ gonna hear you, and you gonna
Hey,
hear fucking skillet come across the
Nah,
room
I'm
and
by
knock your
myself.
ass
no,
out.
dog.
I'm by myself right now. By
Homie,
myself right now.
That's why
homie,
you so bold.
you
That
just said you
Travis,
just wait.
Hell
No,
yeah.
you just said you wish you could ride her like she got the strap on. Come on, bro.
Yo, bro, what the fuck going on, yo?
Yo,
But yeah,
bro.
like
on a
me on
boxing tip
top.
for those that are
What's up,
just joining
doggy?
us. Man, why the fuck do I hear two things? Man, why the fuck do I hear two things?
What the fuck?
Why do I
What
hear
the
two
fuck?
things? My shit muted. Why do I hear two things? My shit muted. Hey yo, hey yo. Hold up, hold up.
That's Drew. He's mimicking you, bro.
Shout out to Sack by Sosa. All right, I read that one. Can you send the link? I got you right now, homie. But I gotta be careful because it's Democrats trying to invade my space with their socialism.
for real?
You see, Drew wasn't here when the fat ugly bitch jumped on.
No, last night, yeah, you had to start a new live.
Yo,
She
I
was the
saw that
purple
last night.
haired.
That shit was
Yeah, yeah,
weird.
yeah.
What the
It's like
fuck?
it's like yo, they really like some cartoon characters. Like they foot soldiers in Shredder's army. Like, is it a requisite that all y'all bitches look like that? Is it like a guide where they tell y'all like, yeah, you gotta be blue haired, fat, you gotta be pre-diabetic, right? Your insulin need to be real high. You know what I mean? All
That
them
bitch dressed
bitches.
up like
Cholesterol gotta be
a
out
cartoon
of
from the
chain.
90s.
For real, yo. Did I post it? Yeah, I posted the link. But yeah, that's what Eddie has to do to combat that because, like I said, I think Eddie was cherry picking. I think he was cherry picking them, and I think he just wanted to quote unquote compete. When really the only reason you saying that is because you thought it was going to be easy. You thought they don't really have anything, but Dana's name does ring bells. He is a well-known guy. He's very successful. You only wanted to compete so long as you thought it was easy. But it's not. It's looking more and more like this is not going to be easy, homie. Like, nah, it's not going to be easy. So, yeah, I mean, shout out the motherfucking country. Jules, I sent you a link about VA. It's a bill. I think I seen something this morning where they said they don't have a mandatory minimum for sexual deviance, like, grape cases and things like that. I think they said they don't have a mandatory minimum for those things anymore. Who's the VA bitch that won? Because it was a blonde bitch that was running. I forgot her name, Spanberger, something like that. But yo, B, it is what it is. So Ed, if you listening, the way you compete with Zuffa is you need to come out with a strong, consistent schedule, and not just strong and consistent, but also affordable. This pay-per-view shit, y'all shooting yourself in the foot with that shit. You're not gonna bring no new subscribers to the zone by constantly doing that shit. The way you bring subscribers to the zone is with a strong, regular schedule. Bam, if you can re-sign him, see if he can't fight 3 times a year. Because I've always thought that Bam, I love his fights, but it just feels like he doesn't fight often enough. Get that dude out there 3 times a year if you can. You know what I mean? Boots, same shit. This two fight, that's not gonna cut it. This 2 fight a year shit. Get that dude out there 3 times a year. 2 layups, 2 easy ones, and 1 real one. So that people don't forget about him. Because the only way you can compete with Zuffa now is to be more aggressive and be more consistent. What you have on them that they haven't caught up yet, your familiarity and brand trust. They do know you, they do trust you in the UK and the US. They know you better than they know him. So that's how you compete with Dana. And rest assured, this is going to be tougher than you thought because you only wanted to compete with him because you thought it was going to be easy. It's not. It's not. You know? Yeah,
Very
yeah.
true. Can I just say as well was now Eddie's got like Dalton Smith. That boy sells out in Sheffield every day of the goddamn week. Get him fighting. It's like you've got another star right there. You've got Connor down south. You got Dalton
Yep.
up north. It will
Yep.
work. Trust me. He needs to be fighting 3 times a year. You know what I mean? Get him doing it. I'm telling you now. It's got to be done.
That and listen, look, I'm Dominican. I need to cam up for this. I'm Dominican, okay? But I say this from the bottom of my heart, Eddie. Okay, you listening to me, Ed? You robbed that fucking Dominican. That Dominican don't leave the UK with that belt. Simple as. I don't care what happened in the fight. I don't care what happened in the round. You robbed that Dominican, and that's what you need to do, Ed. You get Steve Gray in there for one of them early Steve Gray stoppages. As soon
Get
as
the
Dalton Smith land hard, yo, wave it off. Wave it off.
do
Fuck it.
Jules. I was
Damn,
thinking
Sammy
exactly the
Sosa.
same name. Get Steve Gray in there with a fucking Well, yeah. Oh man, we're on the same wavelength
we
there,
we
man.
we
Yep.
can't we can't have look when Alberto had that belt, people tend to forget that Alberto already had that belt. He already had that belt, and no one on earth gave a fuck. No one. We can't let him get that belt again. This and the stupidest shit is you could tell that the WBC don't really fuck with Ed because Dalton got the shot as a mandatory. He got the shot because he was Subriel's mandatory. Now you gonna call a mandatory on Dalton? Why the fuck y'all ain't do that to Barrios? Y'all ain't do that to Barrios. Y'all ain't do that to Benavidez. But you do it to
No.
fucking Dalton.
Oh,
They
I just
fucked with
saw.
Bieber
I just
with
saw. I
Bivol.
just
They
saw.
fucked with Bieber.
Sorry. I just what was it? So what? We got Dalton up north, Sheffield. We got Ben Whitaker, Midlands, Birmingham. You got Conor Ben down south. So he can, So Eddie's got some players in the game. He can make a good fist of it. And also he's got that heavyweight Leo Atang as well. He's
Yep.
only what 19, 20. So
We
yeah,
it's so early. It's so early with him. It's so early with him because Leo is really just starting out. But with Dalton, you know that he's
yeah.
with Dalton, you know he's world class. By now, you know, bro. He wouldn't have been able to do that if he wasn't world class. You know he is. Connor, you could be on the fence about Connor being world class, but what you can't be on the fence about is he is a draw. He is a
Exactly.
draw.
That's all I'm looking at as a draw. Ability wise, I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm thinking as a draw because like so it wasn't about Ben. He draws in Birmingham. Like I said, Dalton and Sheffield. Sheffield / Manchester. He draws up there, my boy. Trust me. Yeah.
And and,
Hmm.
and, and you
Hey,
got
Jules, who
boots.
draws like
Hey,
It's
that out
Jules, but
here?
you know, Eddie
let,
can't
let-
really.
let me say this. So you got the UK sold up. You got the UK sold up. There was never anything Dana could really do about that. And you strengthen your regular schedule with your UK fights by making them regular fights. You understand that?
Yes.
No
Yes.
UK fight should be a pay-per-view, least of all
Yes.
to Americans, okay? That is a mistake. But you make the zone as a platform value for money to the customer by look, we got fights for you in the afternoon. And these are fighters, you know. Motherfucking boxing fan in America by now gotta know some Brits. You gotta know some. All right. It's very normal now. It's more normal than it's ever been. So you got fights that happen in the afternoon that you can watch that service as lead ins to your American fights. And what are your American fights? Your Jaron Ennis, your Bam Rodriguez. And who else do they have? They got, I mean, they got ammo, but I don't got a lot of faith in ammo to be real with you. I don't got a lot of, you got Pacheco. You know, Pacheco, he bought to fight Hamza, but I don't know, homie. I don't know, homie. Like Hamza might. I don't know, homie. But that is how you compete with Dana, okay? Because you poked the bear. You never had to fuck with that man. You never had to say nothing about that man. You could have kept it cool in the game. You say you want to compete. Well, now you might have to. And as much as I love the Matchroom stable, is still not that strong in America. Internationally, it's strong. When you look at the UK guys, Bivol, you got Bivol, right? You got a very strong, promising heavyweight from Australia in Tiramoana. But your American stable, it is still lacking. Whereas Dana is going to primarily focus, you know, he is. He's going to focus on America. That's what going to be his whole shit. So you got to beef that up, Ed. If you really want to compete with him, yeah, you got to beef that up. If I'm you, I'm trying to get Gary Russell. I'm calling Gary, like, yo, Gary, come on, bro. Fuck with your boy, bro. I get you some money. Way more exciting than Richardson Hitchens, right?
Gary,
Get
I'll get you that new crystal set, bro. You get your new crystal rocks, bro. You can do all your fucking
yeah,
all
you
your
know Gary,
spiritual shit.
right. Like you know Gary in the like philosophy and shit like that and all that. Yo, I'll buy you some fucking Confucius books,
Bro,
Gary. I get
Gary, I'll buy you a new copy of the 48 Laws of Power, bro.
for real. Yeah, I'll
Pull
get
up.
50 cent. I'll get 50 cent to come to your birthday
You
party. If you lost,
got me with that one, bitch.
you know what I'm saying? No, but seriously, you have fighters out there that are good, serviceable fighters. They're also good for television. They're good, serviceable fighters that very soon they're gonna need a place to go. Gary is one of those fighters. We have our reservations about Sebastian Fundora. We have our reservations about him, but you can't pretend that if Matchroom picked him up, it wouldn't be a major signing. It would be. If Matchroom picked him up, yeah, that would be a major signing because the first thing people are going to say is, oh, they're going to make a Boots fight. You need to look into picking that kid up, man. Maybe you need to look into picking up Carlos Adames if for no other reason than he has a middleweight title, right? There's guys out there, they're going to need stuff to do. PBC can't accommodate them. Top Rank is in limbo. You need to get aggressive, Ed. Like I said, you wanted to compete with these guys. Well, that is how you compete with them. Don't let them beat you to the punch with these fighters because they might. Yeah, they might. It's about to get real out here. You know, Frank don't got nothing to worry about as far as I'm concerned. Frank got the heavyweights, bro. He don't got nothing to worry about. Look at the shit that he talking about putting together. Daniel Dubois versus Zile Zhang. I love it. Wilder and Chisora. I love it. Yeah, I know y'all both but I love it. Fury versus Arslanbek Makhmudov. That's who they're looking at for Fury. Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll
I
take
will
that.
take that. I'll take that. So, and this is all just a segue to either Fury AJ because it doesn't look like AJ is going to retire after all. It could be a segue to Fury AJ or Fury Wardley, but either way, and you have Fabio, you got Wardley, you got Moses. It's like, yeah, you good. And that's just his heavyweights. That's not his other guys. You still got Nick Bull. He's still out here punching people in the dick. He's still, dirty boxing.
Fuck yeah.
All the good shit, So
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit, yo. But that's how you compete. That is how you compete. The guys at the zone should feel challenged right now. Yes, you should. Paramount is a bigger platform than you. Don't underestimate that. They have something that you lost when you left Sky Sports. They have something a lot of people lost. With the advent of streaming, you don't really get spillover. You know, you do a show and it's really just boxing fans watching it. People that watch boxing. With
Yeah.
them being on Paramount, that changes things because everybody that has Paramount is not there for boxing. A lot of them people is there for TV shows and movies. Now they have all those other people to advertise their fights to advertise their UFC, their Zuffa, their Power Slap. You don't have that. Anybody has the zone is already a sports fan. There's no reason for the average Joe to have the zone. Anybody has that app is already a sports fan,
Yeah,
is
type
already
shit.
a boxing fan. You cannot, it's harder for you to go outside of that bubble than it is for them. They
Because
have more,
back in the day, we used to have surfers. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just surfing through channels and shit. You collect surfers organically. You know what I'm saying?
and in general, Showtime, for example, Showtime was not just a place where you watch boxing. No, it
Yeah,
had
yeah, they had
movies and
movies
all
and
that shit.
shit.
HBO was not just a place where you watched boxing. You know, we lost that in the advent of the streaming era. That like, yeah, you know, now you can only really advertise to the subscribers that you already have. Odds are you're not going to spark anybody's curiosity, especially with what your app costs. You're not going to spark anybody's curiosity enough that they're going to start kicking out $40 for some boxing because they're mildly interested in boxing. Bro, the only hardcore people is going to pay that price. So you need to make good fights, really good fights, accessible to the existing boxing fans because reaching the casuals, they got you cooked there like you can't. Imagine telling somebody that don't watch boxing, hey, you want to pay $400 a year for this app? You don't pay
Suck my
400.
dick,
Yeah.
bro.
Or imagine Jade Cargill from WWE saying, "You want to watch me watch these fighters with her
Right?
fine ass."
You know, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yes.
I like Rhea Ripley. I know she got a long ass
Oh no,
face,
I
but
love her. I
I
love
love
her.
Rhea Ripley.
Imagine Rhea Ripley's on Paramount asking you, Jules, "You want to watch boxing tonight?"
Can I say something? I know Nikita Lyons is ridiculous. Like the bitch looked like she is built on a computer. Like she is
Type
just
shit.
like it's that shit isn't even fair. Like your ass, you shouldn't be allowed to have an ass that fat. Not if your titties is that big. That's not fair. But
Now,
sexy
personally,
wise,
bro, I feel like women with asses like that need to pay higher.
they should. It's not right. Real talk. It isn't like no. You got
Now, do
life
you
on.
like the
Now,
idea of a muscle mommy gripping your ass, gripping your cock with her ass?
bro, listen. I don't know what kind of homosexuals are scared of girls with muscles, but I am not that. A big old
Yeah,
strong
my fault.
ass.
I got a phone call. Y'all heard me though?
I heard you. Yeah, like the cock rings arrive tomorrow.
I'm
We
gonna
heard it.
smack the shit out you, bitch. Don't play me, motherfucker. Don't try to
Shout
play
out
me,
to
nigga.
Virtuoso.
You be trying to
Hope
play
y'all.
me on these lives. I'm
They
gonna fuck
trying to
you
play
up.
you. Yo, dog, I
You be trying
started
to
the
play
live
me, my
praying for you.
nigga.
I started the live praying for you, bro. Like, yo, I got to check on real talk, bro. It's about to snow out there, bro. It's about to get wild out there. We got to look
No,
out for
bro.
real talk and
Fat asses
undefeated,
need to pay
bro.
higher taxes, bro.
No, but seriously, even Nikita's gorgeous, by the way. So don't take this the wrong way. But I think Rhea is sexier. If that makes like I find Rhea sexy.
Real look like she got a little bit
Yeah,
of slut to her.
there's something
Like
about it, man.
like if I eat her pussy and it tastes a little bit like pee, that shit is
This
sexy.
nigga here. I've
Yo,
been there.
you know what I'm saying? That she's sexy, yo. Shout out to Virtuoso. I hope y'all slept well. Yo, that shit was wild, dog. That
Nah,
shit
cause you
was
know
wild.
what? Nah, cause look, so look. Because I was trying to be a good panelist, you know what I'm saying, a friendly neighborhood real talk, and she's complaining about how she was fucking covered up by the banner. I was like, well, let me drop off right quick so you'll move a space up and you won't be covered by your banner. So I missed most of the shit that y'all were talking
My
about.
dude,
I
my
came back
dude.
for the
That's how
last like couple
that should have been
photos.
the giveaway. That should have been the giveaway that the bitch was only
Dead
jumping
ass,
on to show some weird shit. Cause it's like,
trying
why
to
do you
fucking
want
be
to be
seen.
seen? Why you want to be seen? Like we got to be smarter than this as Republicans. We gotta be smarter because I think
Yeah,
that's
like
some
as the
political
leaders of
shit.
the next generation, we got to do better.
As the new age Charlie Kirk. Nah, let me. I'm not even gonna play with that. Let me not play with that because them
Yeah,
motherfuckers is sick in the head.
watch your mouth, bro.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, we not playing with that. But
No, bro, no. You see how his wife is like going off the rails?
my honest
Her
opinion,
ain't Candace, bro. Pobrecita.
I mean, like Candace, I genuinely believe is afraid and disturbed by what happened. I like Candace is like she's
No,
bugging
because she
out.
was right there with that nigga in the trenches, so I can see why she has fear. But
But
it's
his
like,
wife, is it my imagination or is his wife taking this too well?
yeah, you're right. But because like
Like,
people like try to make the excuse that
She's
oh
on a
well everyone
campaign. She's
processes
like,
grief differently. Like no, everyone loses their fucking significant other the same. And if you don't, there's something
yeah.
wrong with you.
Yeah, like you talking about your road, like your lover, your road dog, the father of your children, all these things, and you may as well be on a world tour, ma. You cozying up with politicians and shit. You running out on stage. It's like this guy getting shot. Look like it's the best thing that ever happened to your ass, bro. It I don't know, B. The shit don't look right. You know what I mean? Maybe she wasn't feeling him like that. It could be that too. I ain't trying to be fucked up,
I don't
but
know the
like
way
I
because
said,
personally, bro, like look, I only met the mother of my children just like halfway through last year. You know what I'm saying? But if I were to witness her being shot in the fucking throat in front of my children, I'm burning everything down, bro. Like it's
my
not.
dude, like I said,
There is no
and that's and
calmness in that.
the set in general, if anything happens to a loved one, anything natural, anything that you expect, you're gonna be sad. Homeboy got murked in front of y'all. That was gruesome, homie.
They
And
JFK'd
you
that nigga, bro.
and the idea that you gonna be running out on stage, it's like it's almost like it didn't affect you that he got murked because he got murked, fam. I wouldn't want to be on stage after that. Not like they
Can I
murking
tell you
motherfuckers out here.
this atmosphere around Candace right now? It's reminding me a lot of how they used to try to convince you that people were crazy because they're conspiracy theorists or that. So they're trying
Yeah,
to like they start rallying everyone like, oh, Cat Williams is crazy. All these people are chasing. He's
yeah.
he's this drug addict. I feel like they're doing that to Candace now.
I
they're trying
think
to
that
make her seem out
Brody,
to be like she's crazy.
I think that it is possible that because she's handling it really bad, because she knew that dude, dog, they was cool. So it could be that she's bugging out, but it could also be what you saying, man. They're like that bitch might really know what happened, and they just trying to make her seem like yeah you bugging, ma. Like nah, she might not be, And I would still eat her out, by the way. Like I
Oh,
hope she
Candace
knows
is a
that.
fucking beautiful
Well,
woman, bro.
I'll lick
Yeah,
her fucking ass crack, bro.
I
But
love
shit,
black women, bro. They're like that's like my
damn.
second favorite type of woman, bro.
Well, that's my first favorite. Like motherfuckers know that I love I love the
Oh
chocolate,
yeah.
so it's all good.
No,
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
one from the homeland, bro. I dated an Ethiopian for a couple years, bro. Beautiful
Trying to
fucking
tell you,
woman,
yo.
bro.
Trying to tell. I love chocolate joints. Everybody got their shit they like. But yeah, a competitive market, which I've
My
said
brother said
before,
crazy Mexicans.
Can I just quickly
a
say something if you don't
competitive.
mind?
Go ahead,
Sorry, I didn't mean
Nigel.
to jump in, Joe. Sorry. You talk about Charlie Kirk's wife and everything. You know what immediately popped into my head? Life insurance, man. How big do you think that
Yeah.
motherfucker was?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right. How much you think the
yeah.
payout was?
You abs
Yeah, do you know what I'm
Nigel.
saying? It's like,
I don't know how that didn't dawn on me. I really don't know how that
And
did
think
that.
about how
She
much
probably got
more it would have
paid after
been
that.
because it happened during like a rally or something. Like while he was
But
doing what he does.
it still speaks to though. It does still speak to the original point. Granted that being financially set and not having to worry about your finances in the passing of your husband. Granted that could alleviate some fear. Overall, I
yes.
still think you're taking this. I still think you're taking this well, and there are only a few reasons that would be. You maybe didn't like that dude like that. Like, yo, these bitches is trifling, homie. I'm just saying, like, bitches is trifling, homie. Like, she probably wasn't feeling him like that because you taking this too well. The day the dude died, understand something. The dude dies. She posted a video of his hand, homie. What? This is not for the audience. This is not for the world. She showed his cold dead hand. Why would you show that? That's for y'all. The family.
Yeah.
That's for y'all. Only y'all should see that. The world
Hmm.
don't need to see that.
Yeah.
So
You have. Well, put it this way: as cynical as we are, everyone has to play their role. You have to play your role as the doting, extremely grief-stricken wife, and you know what I
I
mean. We live in a very cynical world, man. You know.
I'm like I agree that we live in a cynical world, but I tend to lean towards the extreme that it's actually a lot more than just cynical. Like, nah, homie, nah, ma, you supposed to be grieving right now. You supposed to be
Mm,
beside yourself right now. He did not die in a way that is normal. He did not die of natural causes, and it was not disease that took him from you. He got popped in the throat on
mm,
Yeah, like
TV.
that was more egregious than any type of death.
Like
yeah,
you've had people. I don't wish this on nobody. People sometimes pass in violent ways and shit like that.
yeah,
Those deaths actually are more traumatic than others.
Yeah.
Than old age and that's like yeah,
mm,
that was a violent death. And I'm yo
mm,
that week, but a day or so later, about a day, 2 days, she posted the video of the dude on the slab that of his hand. I'm like, think about how that is. What you in the morgue, you pulled your phone out, you took a picture. Who's that for? What you gonna put that
mm.
on a postcard?
Yeah. And there's also the thing you got to entertain as well. Maybe this is a maybe. Maybe because of his notoriety, maybe Charlie and his wife had the conversation. Say, look, I'm in the crosshairs as it is talking about what I'm talking. There's a lot of people who are angry, and the powers that be do not like that I'm upsetting the status quo. So don't be surprised if something drastic or dramatic happens. Who knows? They may have had that
No.
conversation. You know what I
They
mean?
That's entirely plausible, but her
Yeah.
reaction is still morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
Look,
if I may, to
let me just say this.
piggyback.
Let me
Go
just
ahead,
say
go ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
Let me just say this. Couple of months ago, my mother-in-law passed. That's why I had to go to New York. She passed of old age.
Sorry
She's
for your
very
loss,
old.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Condolences, man.
We love her, and all that. But she passed of old age. And at no point during the funeral service, I don't know, like maybe I'm old school, but at no point in the funeral service am I thinking about pulling out my phone. I'm talking about at the funeral. No, why would I do that? Or even at the burial. No, I'm not doing. This is not the moment we take pictures, fam. You see what I
Thank
mean?
you.
It's not an
Mm.
urge. So the idea that you have your dead husband on a slab and you took a picture of his hand, who the fuck is that for?
Mm.
I'll go even further, Jules. I lost my grandfather to 93 back last August. When there were people, he was on hospice and he wasn't even there fully. Motherfuckers pulled out the phone to FaceTime him. He's not even lucid. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Shit
Yeah,
like
but
that.
that, but like family on
But even
family
still,
is
that
one thing.
no, I
Family on
know.
family. But what she did is morbid because what, you posting that for the gram? What is that for the gram? That's for Facebook? Who is that for, bro? Was for
We had
YouTube?
an issue like that at one of our cousins' funerals because my family's experienced a lot of death, and because we lost our grandfather, but we lost him to old age, so that wasn't as traumatic as when we lost two of our cousins, brothers, both at the age of 16, 5 years apart. Both of them got shot and set up by women, and those were traumatic deaths,
Yeah,
and
bro.
my tia, it's like she grieved for so long. It's like now when you're around her, it's like she's strong, you know what I'm saying? She puts on a good face, but you can just tell like there's so much pain behind her
Bro,
eyes. Like
what
it's
she
not.
lost, she can't get back. What she
Yeah,
lost,
she
she
lost
can't
two
get back.
boys, both at the age of 16, 5 years apart, same way, violent, taken way too early. It's like that shit, it doesn't it changes you, bro. Like it changed me, you know
What
what I'm saying? I live completely differently because of shit like that,
I'm
Now let
pretty
me
sure
ask you
she's
this: did they find a host that did that?
Yeah, so they already knew the women that were involved. But I'm pretty sure. So my first cousin that passed when I was like 16, his killers got caught. Um, and the ones that happened when I was 21, I think. I'm pretty sure they got caught as well. I'm pretty sure both of their killers got caught.
Yeah,
I
I had a
feel
homie
for
that
her.
died. I had a homie that died that way.
I feel for her because I know she's fighting to live. She want to go see her boys.
Like, lucky for her though,
Yeah.
she did have
Hmm.
another boy, and he's growing up, and he's goofy, and another. She had all
Yeah.
boys. She had like what, 4 boys?
Yeah,
All
And
y'all pray,
boys.
y'all pray for
it's
her because
hard.
that's a lot,
You
bro.
pray
Oh,
Y'all
for
we
her.
pray
do.
for
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
That's a
we
It's
do.
lot.
hard because
That's a
that's why I
lot, bro.
never would go to no joint's house in a rival spot. Like never, ever.
Yeah, like I talk to like even my woman now. Like I talk to women for a long time before I trust them to meet them. Like
Yeah,
I'll
like
talk
if
to them
you
two or three
want to suck
months before.
if you want to suck my dick, it needs to be at the 7-Eleven in the bathroom.
You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
You know,
Like I'll
I
pick
don't,
you up.
But I know
and
you
all
too,
and,
Jules. You probably know dudes that went out the same way. Just got set up by a joint, went
oh
to the
yeah,
wrong spot.
bro. Listen, that's one of the most understated statistics. How much? Honestly, that's an understated statistic. It's underreported. How much beef and how much motherfuckers get shot or get
Yeah.
jammed up cause of these bitches. That is an
Hmm.
underreported statistic. Like, yeah, a lot of the
Yeah.
time it's that. A lot of the time it's that.
And
Yeah.
these joints just want to see if the dude will do that for her because she mad at him. Let me see if I get him
Shut
jealous and he do something.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Yeah.
Grandmaster Jay. People on YouTube have tons of evidence that Erica Kirk has ties to child trafficking, and the assassination was the result of life. I don't put it yo, Grandma. I
Mm.
really don't.
I don't
She's
put that
taking
past nobody,
my dude. Like I said, she's
Yes.
taking it too well.
especially a
The
white
dude,
bitch.
Yeah.
the dude,
No, I'm
bro.
just.
See,
I'm just.
no, no, I was
No,
no,
I'm just.
I was going to co-sign, and then these evil Spanish bitches I know, like, yeah,
They're,
like,
they're
yeah.
second. They're second.
I'm just like all, bro, the real shit. All these bitches is evil,
But
son.
the Spanish ones, they're gonna beat your ass. Like you'll have signs. The with the Spanish ones, you'll have signs because they'll
Listen,
fuck
man,
you up.
listen. All these bitches is hostile. Grandmaster Jay says she also had previous ties to the Trump administration, as she is heavily tied to Israel via her mother. Charlie was paying 20,000 a month for life. And
Do you
yo, I'm
see what I'm
saying,
saying? Do you see what I'm saying? It's yeah. Yeah.
look, I'll just say the main red flag is that for someone who went out as violently, as suddenly as her husband did, she should be seeing a fucking psychiatrist.
Yeah,
Bro, like you
Mm.
would think that that would make her less likely to be on a stage, less likely to make public. You would have thought that, like, you're not scared. Look at what happened to your husband. Nah,
Mm.
and what now, the piece of shit in me, the criminal in me, I know why you not scared. You know you don't got nothing to worry about.
Yes.
You know you don't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm good. What happened to him is not gonna happen to me. Why not?
Yeah.
yeah. She
Bro,
she
you know,
walk out on that. She walk out on that stage with the same confidence that I walk out in the middle of the night to go fucking walk to the store, bro. I ain't got fucking shit
she
to worry
may as
about.
well walk out there and flash the fucking crowd, shimmy them
You know what I'm
titties
saying?
like
She might as well walk out to fucking a milli, a milli, a milli,
a
a
million,
milli.
a
Yeah.
million, a
You know what I'm
million. You know
saying?
what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
yo, yeah, I mean, it's a red flag, yo.
You're shedding
All I'm gonna
tears
say
in
is
your Mercedes. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
the only thing I'm gonna say about that dude is, listen, I'm not gonna put that dude on a pedestal. I don't know that man, but I know that they are lying about him. I know that. I don't know that. I don't know what the fuck he was outside of his internet personality, the little bit that we could see on the internet. But based on what we could see on the internet, what I can say is, yeah, you guys are lying about that guy. You guys are doing with that guy what we see on a much smaller scale with boxing, how people deliberately misconstrue things to paint you out to be a certain way. That is what they're doing with that guy. Like, yeah, that guy is not what y'all saying he was. That's all and I'm not the fan of that guy. Like, I didn't sit around watching Charlie Kirk videos, to be real with y'all. Like,
For me,
I
a
didn't.
red herring, and this comes back from like all the way to 2016. Back when I was still a teenager. A red herring for me personally is when everyone's saying the same things. That's
Yeah.
weird. It's like, why the fuck
Mm.
y'all all agree, bro? We're humans. No, we don't ever agree
Exactly.
on shit.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you know
There's no
the shit?
individual thought. You know. Yeah.
It's what George Carlin said, bro. When people get together, they become dumber. When
Oh
people
yeah,
get together, when large groups of people get together, they become dumber because
mob
you
mentality.
you could watch and I'm telling you, I'm not a fan of that dude. I'm not the dude that's going like, oh yeah, like no. But what I've seen,
I could see. Yeah, he's not what y'all saying he was. No. He's not a
And not
Nazi.
even that, just as a human, bro, no one deserves to be done like that
No,
over some
of course, no,
words.
no. Generally, that's my feeling on everything. That generally nobody deserves to be done like that off of no political views. But I'm saying I have seen that y'all are lying about that dude. Like, yeah, and y'all are comfortable lying about that dude. Like y'all comfortable lying about a lot of shit. Cause yeah, he did to me. He don't deserve that in general as a human. Like, no, as a human being, he don't deserve that in general. But you guys are comfortable lying about that. Like you're comfortable lying about a lot of shit. That's what I see. Like there's no other explanation. Like, yeah, y'all cool because y'all convince yourselves that y'all is the heroes in the story. Nobody's the villain in this story. Y'all think y'all the heroes. I ain't gonna say I'm the hero. I'ma say undefeated is the hero. Let his ass deal with that shit.
The
I-
problem with war is everyone thinks they're right.
Yeah, that nobody's the bad guy in their story. I'm gonna say Drew and Undefeated is the heroes. I'm Jimmy Olsen. I'm gonna write the story about the shit. I ain't gonna be at the fight. I ain't gonna fight. I ain't gonna be at the fight. I'm gonna write the story about the fight. And yeah, because the shit is
I
wild.
mean,
That
I'm gonna
like
be there with the JBL speaker, bro. You can't shoot me. It's war crimes.
you know what I'm saying? Like what I see is like, yo, these like I ain't even go. Let's change the subject because I don't want to do that political shit. To me, a lot of them motherfuckers is evil, straight up. Walking into a
Yeah.
church like Don Lemon, I'm sorry, homeboy, that's evil. And the only reason you could do that is because you don't got a fucking relationship with God anyway. Let's not pretend.
Yeah. On God.
You don't
Yeah.
got you don't
Hell
got
yeah.
no relationship with God that you gonna walk into His house and do that shit. Pick somewhere else, bro. That I don't
Walk
even
into a
understand
Starbucks and do
that.
that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Walk into a Starbucks, a Barnes and Noble, a Borders, a lot of other shit. Yo, dog, you walked into a church and you know you cool with like you cool doing some slime ball shit like that. Yeah, you cool doing that because you don't got no relationship with God to worry about. Fucking weirdo. That shit foul, dog. I do hope they arrest. I really do hope they arrest his ass for
they
that
need to
shit.
make, and I was thinking like they need to make an example out of him, because once they do, a lot of normal people are gonna look at that and be like, well, damn, if they're gonna do like something like that to Don, like what the fuck they gonna do to me? You know, like calm
I'ma
your
just
fucking
tell
ass
you that.
down.
I'ma just tell you that what you're seeing, and you could call me crazy, conspiracy person, whatever. What you're seeing is a mixture of mental illness, but also intelligence assets, antagonists that are creating this instability.
Oh, plants, yeah.
These are plans. Like these people, a lot of what's going on is being financed. That has been my contention for at least 2-3 years now. You've heard me say it over and over. They're like, yeah, these guys are here to destabilize American infrastructure at the
Yeah.
municipal and federal level. These, I don't know if it's the Chinese, but that's what my instinct tells me. Like, bro, this Chinese, they paying a lot of these protests, a lot of this goofy shit. They paying for that. They get the young motherfuckers on the college campuses all down with the shit. It already looks abnormal. Like, bro, when did all y'all young motherfuckers start worrying about socialism so much?
On God.
Y'all wasn't like motherfucker wasn't like nah. This y'all like this shit just popped up like out of nowhere. Like this old social. Like when did socialism start trending
Well,
again?
cause
I
like
I, I
even
thought
when
we
I
all knew that this is a bad idea. I thought we all knew by now.
yeah, so like
Nah,
when the orange guy started running for office, like I was around 16, 17, and I didn't agree with them at first either, but like I started looking around and realizing like, oh, well, we want free this, we want, we want our college student loan debt paid off and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? Like that that money has to come from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So like that's when I started actually paying attention and actually reading into it and understanding policies and shit. And that's when I realized like, oh, okay, everyone's just fucking retarded and just reading the
bro,
first top lines.
I took a Uber the other day, and it was a Guatemalan dude. He put it in a way. He said it in Spanish though. He was talking about the shit, and he said it in a way that is like perfect. That to a young person, socialism is appealing because that's the world they live in. The school, they
Yeah.
go to school. Well, that's the city. You know, they go to the doctor. Yeah, that's also the federal. You got your little Medicaid, or your little, your little thing that to them socialism is going to seem cool because that's sort of the world that they already live in. Whereas to an adult,
You know a different world that you got to earn all your shit. You got to get your shit, and you want your autonomy, and you want less government, not more. So to a younger person, which is why this appeals to so many young people on college campuses, well, yeah, your world seems socialist, but you don't actually know socialism. Like, no, you never lived under a socialist regime. You don't know how bad this could get. You don't know. And you know what you don't know, you think it's for play. Fucking Venezuela was socialist. Ask they ass how they like that shit.
And
You know,
think
living
on the
under a
basic
fucking
on
I
the
think
dictator.
Richard Torres is gonna go to Zuffa, bro.
He
yeah,
might. Honest to God, he might.
you
Honest to
might
God,
as
Yo,
he
well.
might.
Jules,
You might as well.
Go ahead.
what do you call? As a young person, I could speak on it. It's a lot of brainwashing. It's a lot of like, how do I say this without like saying like something stupid?
It's
But
propaganda, bro.
it's a lot of liberal, like just a lot of young guys following, a lot of young like it's a lot of feminine shit. It's just feminine, dude. Like it's like socialism. When you look at it in history, socialism has never worked. I mean, I can't look at a time that's ever worked.
It's
Socialism's ever worked for someone.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you this, that look, because I'm older and I see what breeds it. It's not just that. It's that a lot of people got comfortable hating shit, and a lot of people got comfortable blaming shit on other people. What it really is the blame game. That's what it really is. It's the blame game. You keep
Yeah,
telling yourself a story where America is this bad place that did all these bad things. See, you say that because you don't know the world. If you know the world, we're all bad. It's not just America. The UK, yeah, they did bad shit too. Germany did bad shit too. Italy did bad shit too. France, the world over, and they don't look at it like that. They look at it like, yeah, America's the bad guys, and these guys is the good. No, they're not good over there either, homie. None of us, like, nah, nowhere. There are no good guys. All right,
and the bad thing
there's no
about it
good
too,
guys.
Jules. The bad thing about it too, Jules, is my generation has gotten dumber. Like each year, like they just gotten dumber and dumber. It just doesn't surprise me because I work in the oil field, so I get to see a lot of people, hear different stories and stuff. And plus, too, like
Mm,
I mean, I voted the right side because I couldn't renew. Like, why am I gonna vote Democrat? Like, there's really nothing they can offer like what I do for work. Because what I'm seeing right now with the oil field is gonna start booming soon because Trump is trying to reset the market because it's like it's gone out of hand. So what they're trying to do is reset it, and then another big boom will come. So from what I've noticed is like a lot of these big shots in like the oil field will be telling you like don't fall for the Democrat propaganda. There's a lot of stupid shit that's going out there, and I've seen it. I'm like, all right, just like they're in Virginia, they're like, I don't understand why they did that. Like you're basically telling people, oh, you can go do something to a minor and you won't get in trouble. Oh, you can go murder someone.
my dude, the shit is that a lot of this is propagated by liberal white women who won't be doing any of the fighting. You know, that's really what the problem is. A lot of this is propagated by people. The only way I could put it, it's like y'all think y'all in a cartoon or a comic book or something. You do. You think you're in a cartoon or a comic book or something. That's why when you try those ICE agents and shit get real, you get surprised. That's when you try them police and shit get real, y'all get surprised. Y'all fuck around and find out because you're not understanding. You know, it's like what I said about the dude and the chick that got shot. You don't get it that these guys carry pistols for a living. They are wrapped tight. They are wrapped tight. You can't play with them. Whether you wrong or you right, you're not understanding. You whether you wrong or you right, you can't play with them. They wrap tight. They will shoot you. The police is like that. You think you can't play with the police. If you box in the police, right? Say you box in the police with a couple of cars, Brody, you're gonna get shot. They not for
Yes.
play. They wrap tight. They supposed to be because of the line of work they in. But you think that you some kind of freedom fighter and you some kind of hero. No, dumb bitch, you are dead. You don't
The
have
back,
you shouldn't be dead. This shouldn't
the,
happen. But it's your fucking fault because this is not for play.
the bad part about it too.
Nobody carrying around a pistol is for play under any circum. Like what do you think is going on here, fam?
I think the bad part about it too, the ice agents, they try to give her a chance. They like told her like 10 times get out of the car. So like he's better than me. If I saw her driving, I would have shot her. I mean, I'm like, cause she's trying to kill the ice agent. I would have
No, I
shot him
mean
right there.
they
That's just
just.
me.
I'm looking more. His response is what I would expect from a police.
Yeah.
If it's a police in front of my car, he tell me to stop my vehicle. I stop my vehicle, and it's a police in front of my car, and then I hit the gas. Brody, he gonna think I tried to run him over. That's what he gonna think. Motherfuckers ain't got time to sift through the video. This is happening in real time. The police in front of the car, you hit the gas. What do you think is going through? Yo, this motherfucker just tried to run me over.
Yeah.
That's what he gonna think.
The bad part about it too, liberals don't understand. They don't care about you. The freaking people you're trying to fight for, they really don't give a fuck about you. They really don't.
Dog,
They
nobody gives a fuck. Both sides.
Well, the real
Yeah.
shit. What I'm gonna say is, they're arrogant, and that is the difference. They're arrogant. They're very arrogant. You got a god complex. You think you figured out fucking socialism? Okay, y'all. Finally, wow, you guys did it. You guys are really smart. And then you got a god complex that you think you got to save the world. You got to house all the rest.
Yeah, that's
No,
just
but if we go back, to Weimar Germany before World War II, they're just running the script that their financiers from a certain group tell the liberals to run this playbook, and they tell the conservatives to run this playbook, and they all kiss that wall over there in that one area of the world. All of them.
the bad thing about it too with socialism in Germany. It was actually working because before Hitler was, like before evil mustache man was in power, he kind of like got them out of a situation they were in. Like there was a lot of like homelessness. Like there was no jobs really over there.
Dog, there was human trafficking. You could go buy a mother and a daughter to have fun with. You could do
Yeah,
pedophilia openly over there before him.
yeah, yeah. It was bad. Like the bad thing about it, the evil mustache man, like he was
What I was
actually
going
turning
to say
around the
was
country.
they got like some sort of god complex, martyr complex. They're like, you gonna save the world or some dumb shit, you
Yeah,
know?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these guys. Like really, if we're being honest with you, like I didn't see no benefit to what they're doing. Like they're fighting a cause that no one really cares for because at the end of the day, I mean, Trump is trying to clean out. He's trying to make you a little bit more safer. Like they don't understand. A lot of people they're fighting for. Some of them are.
No, but bro, it's even deeper than that. It's all misinformation. Because when guys like you, me, and Jules, when we say, like, you know what, as a tax-paying Americans, I don't want none of my more money going to foreign government before it goes to American infrastructure. Then
Oh
we're
yeah,
those are the people that are attacked from both sides.
oh 100
I would
percent.
say,
Like
I
I would say that they don't realize that they're being used as pawns. They're being used as assets by a foreign
Yep.
government. This rise in socialism is not a coincidence. It came from outside of America's borders to
it used to
destabilize.
be China.
That's been my theory for 2.5 years, maybe three. That like, yeah, this uptick that we're seeing in these anti-American sentiments, pro-foreigner but anti-American within our borders, is all about creating domestic terrorists. That's what it's
Like
for.
honestly, I think the best action to do we gather all of them up and put them on an island. Like because at the end of the day, they're not really doing anything for the country. Because as a hard working American who pays taxes, I kind of would like my money to go to homeless veterans, people in need. I would love to see that happen, but no, I'm seeing it to go to people who illegally enter the country. I'm like, why am I having to pay for you? I'm sorry, like no, I want it to go to veterans. I want it to go to people or who are in need who actually try to get their life together, but they can't because it's such an inflated country right now. You know?
But even
What
you,
I was
you've
going to say,
even
what
you,
I was
brother,
going to
you've
say was, what I was going to say was, they have brainwashed these people into thinking that they're not impeding a federal operation, right? In other words, if you saw the FBI with their FBI jackets taping off a part, right? Obviously, you're not going to run over there fucking with shit. For whatever reason, they've convinced these people that they could impede what the Iceman is doing, and you're not understanding. If you come up on them with your guns drawn, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think if you what do you think is gonna happen? Y'all about to chill out.
exactly.
That's what you signing up, like what you signing up for, and I don't think you realize you signing up for it. You think this is performative activism. You think you just get to stand there holding a hammer but ain't nothing gonna happen. Nah, what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna end up getting shot. Is what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. The fuck you think is
That's
going on? You coming up on federal agents. That's customs. That's what they are. They're customs. Those are federal agents. If you coming up on them guns drawn, yeah, you finna get shot. That's what's gonna happen.
the bad thing about it. There's just no common sense either. Like you would think common sense would hit them in the head. Like, why am I doing this? I'm gonna run over someone who is trained to shoot. You would think, but common sense doesn't really apply to our situations anymore because
There
people
is
lack
no
it.
common sense because they can't have nuanced conversations. For example, you're on the right side of the aisle, someone on the left. I guarantee you, brother, you would agree that there's enough money in this country for children to have free lunch at school and working American taxpayers to have affordable health care.
Of course, of
That
course.
is not a part of every American will agree on that issue. But that we let the
But what I would
polarizing
tell you, Drew,
propaganda.
what I would tell you, Drew, is that where the radicalized left is right now, they're anti-American. Even that doesn't appeal to them. Even that they're anti-establishment, anti all of it. You can't.
And they don't know.
There's nothing to. What I see is, well, there's nothing to appeal to. These people are out of their fucking minds. You coming
They
up.
are.
They you need somebody to explain to you what those guys are. You think you in like a comic book or something, and these is comic book characters you fighting. No, that's customs. That's customs. That's what those Icemen are. That's customs. Those are federal agents. If you coming up on them with your guns drawn, if that's y'all arming Black Panthers, all right, go ahead. Y'all finna get shot. That's what's gonna happen. A lot of y'all gonna get shot. The real question is, do you really think, and I know you don't, but do you really think that this shit is worth dying over? Because that's what's finna happen.
They're dumb,
It-
Jules, because they don't realize the kind of gangsters and parasites come from socialism, communism. That's a whole different level. That's third world gang. The shit we talk about, like Tank, though, I'm from the streets. I'm from the. Yeah, try that shit with the motherfuckers from third world countries that are socialists
exactly.
and communists. It's a different level of desperation that breeds in those places.
All I'm gonna say before I take this afternoon nap is, don't argue with liberals, don't date bitches with septum rings and shit, and stay away from blue-haired bitches.
Unless
These
it's cornbread
motherfuckers.
mommy.
And shout out to Cornbread Mommy. I don't even know her, but I look at her titties all the time. Shout out to Cornbread. All right, I'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace, bro.